they tore it down, I rebuilt it. I give myself a task, you can bet your ass I fulfill it. Yeah, man, I'm talking about Willis, one of the realest.
She passed out at the Juggalo convention. She knew what she was in for. She might as well have just signed the waiver if she was there.
I think it would be.
It's 100% consensual.
I think it would be more dangerous if he passed out.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's a real thing, ICP.
ICP.
Okay, so we know Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
But a Juggalo is what you are if you listen to ICP.
And then if you're a female, it's Juggalette.
Juggalette. I like that they have all those rap songs about cutting people's heads off and shit.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of a fan.
I mean, I'm not hating on them.
I mean, when are they running for president? Would one of them or would both of them? Is there only two of them?
No, Shaggy and Two Dope, I think.
Two Dope and Shaggy makes up ICP.
I think.
So it's not like Cottonmouth Kings where you've got Taxman and you've got all the other guys. But they do sometime converge in the same area.
Yes.
And then would you say that the master leader is Tech Nine? Tech Nine?
I would think so.
So where's Tom McDonald fit into it?
I don't know if he fits in with Insane Clown Posse.
He's just not with it. Because he did some music with Tech Nine.
I don't think he's on drugs enough. For instance.
No, I don't think he is either. I love when Nova Rockefeller raps, like her angry raps, like her fuck you stuff. Love it. Fucking awesome. What's up? You have no idea who we're talking about, do you?
None whatsoever, except for the Insane Clown Posse part and the Juggalos.
But when I said,
go to the gathering every year.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can,
where does it happen?
If it's any event,
is it like at Burning Man or somewhere? Where does this happen? Aren't they from Ohio?
It's probably in Tennessee.
Any event where you can put face paint on.
Where's KCMO? Kansas City, Missouri. Is that where they're all at?
They're from Detroit, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they own all the broke down buildings?
I don't know.
Which is not far from here, by the way.
How long does it take to get there?
Not far. How long does it take to get to Detroit? We should just go.
Right now?
It doesn't matter. When?
Is there snow?
Oh, I'm sure there's snow in Detroit.
There's always snow.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, it's only 9 hours.
None of their buildings have roofs.
Oh, okay, so they have a big program there. They do have. Wait.
Oh yeah.
No. Here we go.
Is it the zombie program?
No, they have the city has a program where they're demolishing those empty lots that the housing crisis created. I bet we could go and
do a Victor Garden.
Get permission from the city to just drive a truck through one of the buildings or whatever we want to do.
Oh, I bet we totally could. Except those buildings, they usually have basements you're gonna fucking fall through and shit.
Well, I'm not talking about one of our. trucks.
We're not gonna be in the truck.
Yeah, not one of our trucks.
We're gonna get a crackhead to do it.
We'll have Tyler come out.
There'll be a whole fucking crackhead rescue group like PETA or something out there.
I bet Tyler listens to ICP.
Oh, Tyler totally listens to ICP. When I said I wanted to have Minithing come out and play, I actually didn't say Minithing. I said Bubba Sparks, and he's like, I know Minithin. I'm like, of course you do. And he pulled it up, and he's in a video.
Yeah, he's in a video.
And then Minithin came out here and he did a good show. He actually did put on pretty good. Not as good as Little White, but different caliber.
What podcast is this? Is this even a podcast? Is this even a podcast, or are we doing a Zoom call?
Pulling the rod. Let me try this again. Pulling the Thread podcast, episode 58. We already did the Zoom call.
Oh, okay. We already did the Zoom call. I wasn't on it.
You were on the other side. You didn't see the computer.
I didn't see the computer.
A lot of zoom, and a boom, boom. Shake your butt. We need some theme music. I got some lyrics I'm going to give to you. You add some more to it.
What are we talking about? Like, what do you want?
Well, for the coming Civil War.
Jazz flute or?
Coming Civil War.
Oh, the coming Civil War theme music? Yeah, we got to have something. I think it has to be super big, whatever it is.
A lot of crescendos.
A lot of crescendos, yeah.
Do you do crescendos in your music?
I guess.
Maybe
Is that what that means?
I think so.
It's like pre-orgasmic.
Couple of solos in there. It's got to have some solos.
Then it falls limp.
Got to have a couple solos in there.
Like a rabbit. The height of your boner.
The height of your boner.
So what's up? What's going on in the world this week?
Waverly, Tennessee's first snow.
First snow ever.
First snow. Yep, first time we've ever got snow in Waverly, Tennessee.
Would you say
we got? I think at least 9 inches.
So I stuck a ruler in it. Uh-huh. It was 4 inches. The first day it was snowing. First day
wasn't as good.
4 inches, but on the hood it was 6 inches. And then I don't remember who was telling me. I go, I don't know how to tell. And he's like, I go off the fence line. So on the fence line, There's 8 inches of snow out there on the fence line.
That's what I'm thinking, because the upper field, I went up to John's upper field and, did the old foot compress and then put my digits in there. I'm saying probably 8 or 9 inches.
And then it warms up a little bit, and then it becomes 8 or 9 inches of ice block.
Ice block, yeah. That's where. So it's been nice in Waverly because it's just that real puffy, real puffy snow, not wet. And so I was driving every day going into town, while everything is closed because they're like, whatever, snow. But I was driving every day. But it's this coming week that's going to be the bad week because all that snow is compressed and it's going to be ice, and
so Rosie
people
moved
are going to
here.
be flying all over the place.
Rosie moved here to work here, and I'm like, she just showed up every day that nobody showed up. And she's like, what the fuck's wrong with these people? She's from New York. She's like, what are you talking about, snow?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it is. We have 0 people. We did have a couple people on the way in motion here this morning, and I turned them around. Like, if the girls aren't working,
Yeah.
the guys don't need to be here. So,
And we're only going to have this for another like 5 or 6 days. Next week
yeah, well, that's fucking 5 or 6 days we ain't working. Like, that time never comes back.
well, I mean, they should be here tomorrow.
We'll see.
Should be here tomorrow.
We'll see.
The roads are clear. I mean, as far as me driving from here to, from Waverly to here, the 70's clear.
Yeah, I
There's
drove.
no snow
I
on
drove into town
There's
yesterday.
no snow on it.
Yeah.
They salt the shit out of
There's
it.
motherfuckers flying around in little cars and shit. They like,
Which is now I didn't want to come here just because of that reason.
They're gonna be
my
super
fucking
surprised.
Truck is covered in stupid salt.
they'll be super surprised when they pull up Monday and it says we moved. We're just gone.
We moved.
We went where there are people.
Yeah.
So
I actually set up camp that first night and slept out in the winter.
in the
weather.
trailer.
No, in just a tent.
Yeah. What kind of tent?
I don't know the name of it. It's a military 6-man tent. Stayed in that.
I've got the total tent you need. I got it.
What do you got?
I follow this dude on Instagram. He's in Japan, and they've got all this. He does this whole camp outfit, and all of his pictures are so cool. Everything he has is black, and he's got this black fucking dome tent. He's got this black stove that goes inside, and this black oven, and black. It's awesome. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, but the problem is he's in Japan.
No, we can get it. So I said, where do I buy that? And he sent me a link to it.
Well, what I'm saying is he's in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So all that black shit works because it's very temperature control in Japan. There would only be like 3 months out of the year that you could use that here in Tennessee.
Why?
Because it would be 9 million degrees in that tent.
We'll just use a mini split.
Then I got to drag a mini split around.
Just pull your trailer inside the tent.
In the tent. Is the tent that big?
We can get you a big tent. You're going to like it. Trust me. You're going to love it. It's going to take your socials to the next level.
To the next level if I have an all black tent?
Yeah, you could just build a really big awning to set up camp. Mm-hmm. And if it's tall enough, they won't see the awning.
That's true.
You just have a whole prop stage set up that looks like you're outside.
How about we just green screen a corner of the garage so it looks like I'm camping, but I'm not really camping.
Well, if we're going to green screen, we might as well put you on. Where's the Mogwais? Where's the Ewoks? Xander?
That is where
Treefort Village?
But I mean, where is that in real life? I think that's in New Zealand.
No, it's on another planet.
No. It was filmed here. They didn't go to another planet to film. Where the Ewoks
Empire
live.
Strikes Back.
I've never seen Star Wars.
What?
I've never seen Star Wars. Are you serious?
I want one of those at-ats.
You know the Ewoks, they eat people.
Yeah, they're cannibals.
They're cannibals. That's why they had a dress that would fit Princess Leia.
Because they were going to mate her.
Because they eat people. It's crazy. And they're just little. I don't know how they do anything because they're too small.
Would you rather have an Ewok or a...
Oompa Loompa.
No, what's the thing that becomes a gremlin?
Oh, a
Mogwai.
Mogwai. What is he?
Never get Mogwai wet.
And don't feed him after midnight.
Gremlins.
Gremlins. Yeah.
Did you see...
I don't know, because you can't do anything with a fucking gremlin.
Did you see Night of the Comet?
I did not.
Everybody woke up in the morning, and if you weren't in a steel building, everybody became fucking piles of dust, and most of the other people were like zombies.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's right around Red Dawn. I don't know how you could have one without the other. Okay, so
what's going on?
Vivek Ramaswamy has dropped out of the race.
Yeah, because he got stomped.
Trump kind of blasted him the night before,
Yeah.
and
I don't know why.
Well, he's like, if you're voting for him, it's not helping me. It's not helping because he can't win. It's just pulling votes away from Trump. Is my take on what Trump thought of it. And Ramaswamy, holy fuck, man, that dude is so well spoken. And right now, there's a dude that just heard me say that that's typing out controlled opposition. Maybe.
Well, I actually thought. I mean, in my.
You think it's Obama in a skin suit? In
my world, no. In my world, I thought that Ramaswamy was the guy. That he was because he was speaking the Donald Trump line, but he was not being deplatformed. It to me, same thing. That I thought he was the guy that he was the Manchurian candidate that they were trying to put in there to, to circumvent Donald Trump, but apparently not. Because he got his ass whooped. Even DeSantis got his ass whooped. Like, I don't know why they all haven't just been like...
He just can't talk.
Fuck.
It's like DeSantis went fucking... It's like they lobotomized him.
No, DeSantis' problem... Again, DeSantis' problem is he didn't read the tea leaves. If you were in the Republican Party, it's okay to run for president. But when you run for president, you can't talk shit about Trump. You just can't, because Trump is, for whatever reason, Trump is like a politician kryptonite.
Well, whoever's controlling the social media shit does nothing but talk shit about Trump. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's killed DeSantis, because prior to him running for president, they were boys. Now they're not boys, so you just lost all those votes.
And then Nikki Haley said she's not showing up anywhere else Trump doesn't show up.
Yeah, but Nikki Haley is
right.
Nikki Haley is the weird one, because I could see Trump,
vice president.
I could see Trump, taking Nikki Haley as the vice president. And the only reason why I say that is because they've worked together before. But I don't know why Nikki Haley left. Right? Nikki Haley left prior to him leaving office. So maybe there's a rift between them that the two of them don't talk about.
What was her position?
She was, I don't know. I think it was the Hillary Clinton position, Secretary of State, maybe, I think.
I thought that was Secretary of Defense.
No, Secretary of State, I think she was.
Is she super vaxxed?
I don't know, maybe.
I've not heard anything about it.
I haven't heard anything about it
So
either.
what do you think? Ramaswamy vice president?
No.
You don't think so? When Trump becomes president?
No. Trump is going to pick a wild card. He's going to pick somebody that we're not even thinking about.
So you think he's going to be president?
Well, no, he's not going to be president. Whoever he picks as vice president will be president, because
I'm surprised you didn't go with they're going to kill him.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to kill him.
Who?
Trump.
Who's going to get him?
Any three-letter agency in the government that is now sweating bullets because they've spent the last 6 years trying to discredit this guy, right? So unless he does, like, if anybody in the Trump organization is listening to me, you need to talk to Daddy and tell him. Write the letters right now. Just write the letters right now to all the heads of the three-letter agencies.
The pardoning letters.
And be like, there will be no retribution if I am elected president. You will just be asked to retire. Write those letters now. Because every one of them, all those agencies are shitting bullets. That if he gets elected president, that he is going to do the same thing that the Democratic Party has done to him for the last 6 years. That he's just going to go after them all. Which... if he's smart, he won't. If he's smart, he will just be like, retire, retire, retire.
What are you talking about? Fucking put their heads on pikes.
You can't. The one thing about America is you have to have successful transition of power, no matter what. You have to have successful transition of power. So for him to go into office and openly, mind you, take retribution is a serious problem for the country. Everybody takes retribution from the time the first president everybody takes secret retribution, meaning, hey, we're not going to let you do your book tour, or we're going to do just stupid shit to fuck with the former presidents, but you can't openly conduct retribution against your adversaries, as the Democratic Party has been doing for the last fucking 6 years, because the Democratic Party is worthless. They are the fucking communist Nazis of the New World Order.
Did you see Fauci before Congress?
No, I didn't see it.
He was eating his boogers.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Literally ate a booger on fucking camera.
He's a super vax. Of course he's eating boogers.
I didn't watch any of it. I just saw the part of him eating the booger. Did you see?
I wonder if he did. Think about that, though. Do you think he did it on purpose?
It worked.
Do you think he did it on purpose? Right? Think about it. Right?
That's what we're talking about.
You know you're on camera, right? You know you're on camera. Why wouldn't you? Because what we are doing right now is we are discussing him eating boogers, and we're not discussing any of the things that he was actually there.
Yeah, I don't
talking
have any
about,
of the other context.
Right? So maybe So
you know about the SEALs?
What about SEALs? Oh, 2 SEALs missing off the coast.
One went overboard. One went in to assist. They're both missing.
Yeah, they're gone.
Frisella said this morning that he's got information from somebody, that one of the guys or something, that this actually, they're gone. They know they're gone. This actually happened some time ago. You're just now hearing about it.
Yeah, they're gone.
When they asked Biden, did you see him ask Biden about the 2 SEALs? He literally was on camera. And he sniffed a fucking little child, and the child did that. Like, literally, when they asked him about, hey, what about these 2 NSW guys, and whatever he said, he had to up his fucking energy level and vampire out some
soul
out of a child's head. It's like right on video. Fucking bizarre.
Yeah, they're gone. Unfortunately,
yeah,
they're gone.
So Iran launched some rockets or a missile that hit a U.S. flagged ship. Whatever. Yes, no.
I mean. I thought it was the Houthis that actually did it, not the Iranians.
No, I heard the Iranians are actually directly involved now, not just by proxy.
The Houthis, the missiles that the Houthis are using are all coming from Iran.
Correct.
So, this is smoke and mirrors. This is more Tonkin Gulf bullshit. This is the current administration trying to get us in a war to distract us from the up and coming election. Period. That's all it is.
Do you think the other side's involved in it?
No, I don't think the other side's involved in it. It's a bait and switch. Basically, what we are doing is we are throwing bait out there by putting all those forces off the coast of Iran and in the Gulf area. We are baiting them, and we keep crossing over into territory that would technically be Iranian territory, anyways. So we're baiting them. That's all we're doing. We are trying to get them to, and unfortunately for the fucking U.S. Navy, we're trying to get them to actually be able to hit a fucking ship, so that we can declare war on Iran and create another fucking disaster in the Middle East.
Yeah, apparently some Navy ships shot down some missiles or something.
Yeah,
when we hear rockets, missiles, and shit, we automatically default to Tomahawk cruise missiles and shit like that. That is not the technology.
I mean,
they have nothing near that.
No, they have some good. The Houthis have been able to get some good land-based missiles that have capability, but to be able to shoot those missiles at a U.S. warship, no, the U.S. warship will shoot them down every fucking time. Like it's really just one fucking. I am not sure, guys. I know you Navy guys are going to go bananas. I think it's just one destroyer that has been shooting down all the missiles. Like every time the Houthis fire a missile, they're like
with a phalanx.
No, I think they're using anti-missile missiles or whatever. But they're shooting them down every time, and it's not even close. You know what I'm saying? It's not even close. It's like a little kid throwing a snowball at you. It's not even close. They're shooting them down every time, and so yes, it is our current administration attempting a Tonkin Gulf incident so they can go to war with Iran to distract everybody from this up-and-coming election.
And what this really is it's anybody that's bringing stuff into Israel is what they're trying to fucking blockade for the most part, it seems.
But again, you have to go back to the source. Okay? We are talking about the Houthis. The Houthis or Houthis.
What is this? Explain to me what does a Houthi look like? I'm the captain now?
Yeah, basically I'm the captain now. They have no structure for anything that our government is attempting to blame them for, right? Yes, I could fire rockets. I could go if I had, let's just say me and you stumbled on a pile of Iranian rockets in San Diego because we were revolutionaries, right? We could fire those rockets. Okay, we could figure out how to get those rockets off the ground and aim them. I guarantee you, they're doing this. They're taking the rockets and going, move it just a little bit over there. A little bit more.
Towards Myanmar.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, okay? They don't have the technical expertise. They don't have the skill set, whatever. They have some equipment that they have gotten from Iran, Russia, even probably some of our shit. And they are just using what is available, aiming it in the general direction and firing it. And our ships are knocking it out. The reality is, if that destroyer wasn't there, would they have actually hit anything?
Would they even be launching?
Probably not. The Israelis would probably have a video of a fucking rocket stuck in the desert somewhere and being like, look at this Iranian rocket that the Houthis fired at us, right? It probably not. The effectiveness, nobody is ever contemplating the effectiveness of what they're doing. It has no effect outside of the fact that America is now in that fucking region waving the flag going, hey, look at us. Why don't you shoot missiles at us? It is horseshit. This is the worst administration that this country has ever seen. Our foreign policies in the shit. These guys are just, Bush was bad, but this is ridiculous.
How long until the inflation from this shows up here in the United States?
Well, you're already paying $65 for a pizza, so.
Right, but we're paying $65 for a pizza because of some shit that happened 6 months ago. This shit happening right now, how long until it translates into your pocketbook here?
Well, good news. Good news for you, John, and good news for most Americans is the United States of America is not really I know people are going to go bananas, is not really a capitalist system. The United States of America is actually a war system. And so all they have to do is get another war going, and that war profiteering is what props up the economy here. The only reason why we are not paying, $20 a fucking gallon, the reason why inflation has risen and inflation is high, crazy high under this administration. The reason why we are not in breadlines, a breadline depression right now, is because of all the fucking money that we have sent to Ukraine, and then Ukraine has used that money to buy products from Northrop Grumman and other American war profiteering companies. And that has actually trickled down into the economy, and that is what's keeping our economy afloat, is the goddamn billions of dollars that we keep giving to Ukraine. It's just a shell game.
Basically, we've abandoned Ukraine. Question mark.
The current Republicans are trying to abandon Ukraine. The issue is this, okay? I want you to think about all the money we have given to Ukraine. We have given them, we could have fought the war in Afghanistan and Iraq for the 20 years that we were there 3 times with the amount of money we've given Ukraine, okay? So 3 times we could have fought those wars with the amount of money we've given Ukraine. Now, the current administration cannot budget that money for roads. They can't budget that. Yeah, it won't, right? It won't because it's a different profit margin. So when you're talking about creating infrastructure in the United States, you're talking about really going very Republican, right? It's not Democrats who own fucking construction companies. Not really. Yeah, there are some, but the reality is if we talk about rebuilding America, it's going to be red that is going to be rebuilding America, not blue.
Yeah, there's no American company with calluses on their hands that votes Democrat.
It's going to be red, not blue. So you're talking about redistributing money.
Democrats are super poor or fucking ridiculously wealthy.
It's very easy to subsidize a war somewhere in the world and require that war material to be bought within the United States. So you can't, again, if the government decided they wanted fucking micro rigs, right? Because we're going to war and everybody gets a micro rig. There's a set price, a contracted set price. You can't war profit off that. So you can't, because if you find out that the government's going to buy your micro rigs, and let's say, I'm just throwing random numbers out. Your micro rig's fucking $400, right? You can't now be like, they're $600 because that's war profiteering. So the Defense Department
Even though my cost of goods goes up?
Yes. The Defense Department has rules in place that companies can't war profiteer, even though they're all doing it. And so when this war broke out in Ukraine, the Defense Department came out and said, that rule doesn't exist. You can charge the Ukrainians whatever you fucking want for whatever they want. And that's because all that money is coming, all that money is coming back. It's coming back to the politicians. It's coming back to Northrop Grumman, because our economy is propped up through war. It always has been.
So where's the next war?
Well, if this administration has any say about it, it's going to be Iran and Yemen.
And that means U.S. troops over there?
Yes, because no one else is going to support a war in Iran with us.
And we'll run area of operations out of where? Where will we headquarter?
Right now, I think in that part of the world we have well over. I guarantee you, we're well over 100. We have to be well over 100 forward deployed bases in that part of the region. So anywhere, it's part of the reason why the Marine Corps. It's part of the reason why the Marine Corps has slowed down. It's slowed down its MU operations, because we have so many forward deployed troops, Africa, all in the Persian Gulf, where there's already established bases. So we will operate out of those bases.
So they're going to call back all the SF guys that are out right now, and they're going to bring them all back, because that's their whole gig, right?
Bring them all back from where?
From retirement.
No.
So just new cats.
Yeah, it'll just be new cats. We don't like to. First off, when you're deciding that you're going to go to war, you don't want to recycle guys who have already done it, because guys who have already done it understand the game and will question the validity of what the person that is in charge is doing.
The operational pace is so high, they don't have time to question it. Once they're home, they stop and think about what happens.
It's a lot easier to send 18-year-olds, to their death than it is a 25-year-old. So, and that's not saying that if the Marine Corps called up and said, we're making a fucking old fart battalion, I would be the first to volunteer. I'll go back. I'll fight in Iran. I'll fight the Houthis. I don't give a shit. Because because of the Marines. It's always about the Marines. The Marines are the most important thing out there. So, but again, that's the deal. The deal is, usually when you're going to do a major operation, you want to weed out all your combat veterans.
So when we talk about Yemen, is this the same Yemen where they bombed the coal?
Is it the same Yemen? Yeah, it's the same Yemen. That's the same Yemen.
So when they bombed the coal, did that have anything to do with the Houthis?
I don't know if it did or not. I don't know who took responsibility, but you have to understand that Yemen has been at war for 8 years now. Yemen is not a real country anymore. Yemen has been at war for about 8 years. I don't know if you remember back a couple years ago when Congress was like, we're not going to give the Saudis any more money because they keep fucking bombing Yemen. The Saudis have been bombing Yemen for fucking years, because it is a country.
It's funny. We were mad at the Saudis, and now fucking Yemen's a problem. Do you remember? So when the coal got hit, Hornback and Johnson and all those guys were over there, right? Yeah. Cheney was in there. The FBI ran, we know of over 79 operations. They snatched up dudes out of there. It was weird because everybody was up in arms. They don't realize that was FBI over there running those operations. And here we are again having fucking problems
with that country, because we like to destabilize that part of the world. It's no different than like Libya. Libya is a shithole.
Is that so? When we need a little money, we can just tip that piece over and cause some chaos.
Maybe. I mean, I don't want to think I know what the billionaires are doing, pulling their strings, but you can't have these not independent, but rogue nations if you want a one world order.
Yeah, you can't. If they're on the gold system, they're not going to be on your brick system.
And you can go back. You can go back 10 years. You can get on the Googles and go back 10 years and look at some of the stuff that me and John talked about. China, Russia, Iran. I've always said those are the three countries that they have to destabilize and get rid of in order to form a one world government. We're doing everything we can right now to fucking get in a war with Iran. And we've been doing everything we can to destabilize Russia's economy right now. So, you know, if you're a fucking Rockefeller, that's probably the game plan, right? Because you want control of the entire world.
When you look at Gaddafi and you look back, nobody seems to know about the aqueduct that he was building. They greened the desert out there, right? They were just like farmland out in the fucking shithole desert from that aqueduct that he put through. And when I say that, people are like, I've never heard of this. And when you look it up, it's actually quite amazing. And then he was going, backing all of their money, their dinar or whatever they had over there. He was backing everything on the gold. He was buying up gold and minting gold and using gold as currency. And that is why we went after him the first time.
I will say this, that, you know, our great grandparents learned a valuable lesson after World War II. The lesson that they learned after World War II is that there's parts of the world that have to be run with an iron fist. There are parts of the world that have to be run in a sense of a dictatorship.
Like India.
Well, like Iraq,
Libya. I was thinking empire.
You know what I'm saying? There's places that have to be ruled with an iron fist. If you go back to pre-Iraq war, we didn't have a problem with Iraq. Iraq was an ally. You know, same thing with Iran. When pre-Shah, Iran was an ally. You know, pre-Shah being killed, Iran was an ally because we allowed them to rule with an iron fist. Once you pretend to insert democracy, because that's what America does, we pretend to insert democracy, those countries all fall apart. Every single one of us fall apart. So that chaos leads to more chaos, right? It leads to people looking at, well, why is our country a shithole, right? Our country's a shithole because the Americans came in here and blew everything up. So let's create some sort of organization that hates America and will try and blow up Americans, right? And that's a CIA foreign policy that is a complete failure. And that goes across all Democrat, Republican. We have no foresight. We can't, when we do something, there's nobody in the Pentagon or nobody at high levels that go, okay, but what does this look like 10 years from now? Right? It's the plastic bag thing. What does this look like? We need to get rid of all paper bags. What does this look like 10 years from now? Nobody was like, the bags are breaking down microplastics in all the water and you're actually poisoning the planet.
So do you think there's an analyst every morning, every weekly briefing that's like, make Rhodesia great again? Like we need to bring back Rhodesia.
I am sure that there's an analyst thinking that they could do that.
What did it become? It became Sudan or became Mozambique or where when that map changed?
Yeah, it is.
I should fucking Mozambique? Know that too. Yeah.
Is it Mozambique? I'm fucking this up. Rhodesia is.
Well, I've heard people say you got to riddle savages with an iron fist, and I mean, look how it's going now for them.
Well, go ahead and if you want to see how it's going, one of the best countries in Africa as far as economic growth and prosperity has always been South Africa. Go ahead and get in the digitals and see what's going on in South Africa right now. They can't even keep their lights on.
They've literally killed generations of families over there.
They can't even keep their lights on. That is a problem. And it's a problem that, you know, in this country, we tend to bury our heads in the sand and be like, oh, well, that's just their problem. Their problem, when those problems...
Coming to a town near you.
Those problems will magnify until it becomes an African continent war. And when it becomes an African continent war, then we are going to send our young men over there to fight this thing that we should never had to have... We should have fixed before... Anyways,
So microplastics, it's come out this week. You always heard you need to drink 8 bottles of water a day, right? So people just went and got bottles of water, and now it's coming out that those plastic bottles that everybody's using is fucking just causing all kinds of degenerative neural problems and shit from the microplastics.
Yeah, I don't know. The question is any of that true? Right? Because right now, I don't know if you've also paid attention that the generation under 50. So the generation under 50 is at a higher risk of cancer and a higher risk of heart failure.
Okay.
Right?
Weird. What happened in the last few years that could have caused that?
Well, I would say this, me and you have probably drinking out of more plastic water bottles than anyone under 50.
I don't know, man. I've stopped drinking out of plastic water bottles a decade ago. I don't drink out of aluminum. I mean, I use this thing. I think about it every time I use this fucking thing. But all my water comes from Berkey.
Yeah, you've been drinking out of Berkey for a long time. But I'm just saying that, our generation, that's when plastic water bottles really became a thing. So there has to be another causal effect on why younger people are at higher risk. Because this is the first time, go ahead and get in the digitals and look this up. Over the last 10 years, or over the last 5 years, is the first time American life expectancy has gone down. So when did they downgrade that? It's been about 5 years that we have been downgraded on overall life expectancy. Now, it's not because you and me are dying younger. It's because younger people are dying younger.
How much is that suicide?
It's probably.
I only say that because when we talk firearm numbers, and you remove suicide.
But even when you talk firearm numbers, and you can leave firearms in the suicide. When you just leave suicide the way it is, suicide is level.
Okay.
Suicide stays. These people are dying of other causal effects. They're dying from Here's another crazy thing. Go ahead and get into digitals and take a look at this. Number of NFL players who have died just randomly.
When? Since 2019, you mean?
Yep.
Well, we know what that is.
I know, but that's, again, when any, doesn't matter what it is, when any number of younger people die for whatever reason, it could be World War III, we lost a bunch of fucking kids in World War III. What that does, though, because it's an average, it brings down the over life expectancy for Americans, right? Because it's an average. So you have to look at what is it would be easy to go, okay, life expectancy is going down because all the old people are getting Alzheimer's and dementia and dying early, right? That would be an easy way to figure that out. But that's not the case. Old people are still dying at the same age. It's young people who are dying earlier. And that would be the question: is why is that happening?
Well, I mean, I think you could correlate it. You could look at the numbers with vaccination schedule in infants, and look at the numbers when those schedules ramped up higher, when your autism rates started to exist in the United States, and at what exponential growth did they grow? Like, when was that, right? So we didn't have kids with autism in school. Now, maybe back then they sequestered them or isolated them like pregnant kids. We didn't have that either, but there was definitely girls getting pregnant. But you and I never saw that. We definitely didn't see it in junior high school.
I did.
Well, I mean, you made them, so I created those.
Because I was in the special ed class.
So so maybe that's why we didn't see them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had special ed classes, and they were only in the special ed classes. They didn't, you see them now because special ed was considered a
walk amongst us.
Yeah, well, special ed was considered they're not properly socializing or whatever. So now they're just in regular classes, or the Department of Education defunded special education, so those kids don't get the necessary help that they need, and parents are having to come out of pocket to get the necessary help that those children need. But
Do you think that's why we see more crazy people out in the wild now? Because we've done away with the asylums.
That's why we see more crazy people, is because the Reagans.
You don't think it's just because the rate of craziness is up?
The Reagans got rid of the
Nancy
got rid of all the asylums.
Geraldo Rivera.
I mean, I am sure that because this is the other thing that people don't take in consideration when they're considering numbers like that. When they say the rates of autism has gone up. Overall population has gone up
also.
And as overall if we had 100 people living here and 1% got autism.
But
right?
I think they allow for that growth in those numbers.
As you increase that, because what they do is what they do statistically is they say they take a 100,000, right? They'll be like, in this 100,000, but that doesn't work when you're dealing with 324 million people. Because if I take 100,000 from San Diego or 100,000 from Camden, Tennessee, the numbers are going to be different no matter what it is. The numbers will not be the same because
there's going to be a lot less DNA if you take it.
Because there's more people. Because there's more people in San Diego than there are in Camden, Tennessee. So it's a statistical lie that they do a lot. So the question is, as we have exponentially gotten bigger in the United States, is the reason why we see more autism now, or again, I'm going to say this, we tend to only think about the history that we've lived in. So is the reason why we think we see more autism now than maybe 1950 because the population has gotten so much bigger, or because we have integrated them into society much better? You know what I'm saying? So there could be a lot of reasons, and not just autism, whatever the thing is, whatever the thing that you have is it because...
And maybe we say that we're more aware of it because of social media now.
True. Yeah.
When times used to get tough, right? When the economy slowed down, we would adjust for it, right? If you were middle class, you were still ordering pizzas and you were still doing all these things. And now there's seemingly this mass amount of people grumbling that they have no money and begging for food all the time and begging for assistance and all these things. Is it more prevalent, or is it just because they all have access now?
I think it's just, I think a little bit of access.
Right.
I think it's just a little bit of access.
Maybe.
You know, I mean.
So Bet David, Valuetainment, he owned a life insurance company, right? They wrote life insurance. Mm-hmm. That's where he sold his company for $4 billion, right? So they're up and coming. They're the biggest fucking podcast, like Joe Rogan big. Like they're very influential. And he said last year, I heard him say the numbers were not out for 23 yet. And he said that in 22, actuary payouts on life insurance for males between 18 and 65 was up 45% from the previous year.
Yes. They're having heart attacks.
Yep.
And it's Pfizer that's doing it. Well, it's not really Pfizer. It's 100% it would be Fauci.
Do you think Pfizer's not going to sponsor the Homestead Apprentice now because we just said that? What the fuck would they give us?
$1 billion?
Yeah.
The reality is,
but all of our contestants would die in 6 months.
The reality is that's the reason why they sponsor every news organization out there, because.
Well, I think that's the big push, like Haley going, I'm not showing up to any more of these because mainstream media is dead. We don't need mainstream media anymore. They're fucking gone.
Well, I don't think again,
and she's owned by them.
I don't think
podcasts are fucking the influence now.
I don't think Haley is leaving. You're completely right. I don't think Haley is saying that because mainstream media is dead. I'm sure that she is saying that because doing the circuit, right? So you got the presidential circuit and going to CBS and NBC and all these fucking stupid debates. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, Vivek said he did 200 in a week.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. You're working your ass off. The reality is you're working your ass off because every time they step on a stage, they're spending 12 hours the night before prepping for whatever questions they're going to get, right? They're prepping for that. It's not like this podcast where I show up and you're just like, how many vajankles do we own? They're prepping for it. And so that's a lot of work.
How many vajankles do you own?
Well, I only own one.
I don't have one, so where'd mine go?
You better talk to Cody.
Cody. Better talk to Austin. Austin's got the foot pussy.
I don't even have one. I thought they were here.
Well, I don't see no foot pussies.
Where's the vajankles? They should be on the wall somewhere.
Maybe that's what's in this box. I don't smell them.
So the smart money is if you don't have to do it, which the Democrats proved with Obama, or not Obama, Biden by locking him in the basement.
The bomber in chief.
You don't have to do these things. Why do it?
Do you think they're going to be able to pull this shit off again and not have fucking somebody pull them from the White House?
I don't know. It's a very interesting. There's two. You got two things going on. One, do they give up power? Right. So the idea of prepare yourself, guys, for a Democratic Party that does not give up power. what does that look like, right? It may not look like anything.
Looks like this. I mean, they just passed all kinds of more fucking
it may be just
Patriot Act bullshit.
Yeah, it may just be a check that comes in the mail and you just stay at home, keep eating Cheetos. Or you have a Democratic Party that knows that its platform is completely on fire and completely useless, and they're just like, give all this shit to the Republicans, right? Because if you look throughout history, right, if you just go back in history, guys, do a little Google search, the Democrat Party has never made anything better. They've never made anything better.
No, except their few friends' pockets.
They never have made anything better. What they do is,
it's amazing they can convince fucking a mass of people that they're on their side. Like fucking, it is crazy that
what they do is they come in on the shirt tails of Republicans. And so, for example, New York City, complete shithole. Republicans take over New York City. They create the New York City that everybody loves. The fucking the M&M company they create that. And then what happens? Because of prosperity,
you know, for
Democrats,
for $5,000, we can be in town square on their billboards.
Really?
Yeah, it's not expensive. Tim Pool's done it a bunch. He put his fucking chickens up there.
Well, I mean, that might be worth doing just once.
Remember when we went in and we looked at those digital billboards, and dude, they were going to run it for 30 days, like 100 times a day for $2,000. Like, it's not expensive, man.
That would be really cool.
What would we put up there?
That would be really cool.
Foot pussies. Look that up. Footpussy.com. We better buy that.
So, you know, it's always you have Republicans that create prosperity, and then the Democrats take control and they destroy it, right? They give everything away. They just destroy it. And so maybe the party is at the point where it's time, because again, the economy's in the tank. Inflation's at an all-time high. We're getting ready to have a fucking complete meltdown in the commercial real estate market. They're trying to get us in a war.
People turning in their cars right now. They're coming out. Oh yeah, they're fucking. Is it available?
It takes you to an automotive interior restoration site.
Footpussy.com goes to Ford.
Go to globaltrim.com.
Global Trim.
What? That's
perfect.
Awesome.
Global Trim.
Oh my God! I wonder if they know it redirects to them. That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
That's hilarious. So speaking of pulling them from the castle,
yes,
your boy Whistling Diesel.
Yeah.
Did you see his new procurement?
No. What do you get now?
Just guess. What do you think he got?
For some reason, I want to say a submarine, but probably no. What?
He bought the exact same model bulldozer as Killdozer.
Is he going to make a Killdozer?
Everybody's speculating on what's happening. He took delivery of it like a week ago.
I want to know what happened to his. I want to know what happened with his battle against Fish and Game.
He's still pulling it out.
With Fish and Game,
it's still going on.
That's bull. Those guys. The minute he came out and talked to the prosecuting attorney attempted to use.
And they took the cameras away and shit. They wanted to talk to him and fucking
blackmail against him. They should have. The judge. There should be a judge that's just like.
Yep.
Again, what's the rule? Bad publicity is
no
still
such
good
thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, still good publicity.
Unless you're the guy on the wrong side. Like, what do you have to gain? What does Tennessee possibly have to gain by that?
Everybody knows about that Fish and Game program now.
It goes to their boating thing?
Yeah, everybody knows it's about the Fish and Game program. And they're like, maybe I should go get me a license because I can't afford a tank.
Maybe.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't even seem like from the whatever city or county that's being prosecuted in, you would think that the voters would be like, that doesn't seem like a good use of resource, because it's going to, again, it's going to cost them. It's going to cost the city. If it's costing Whistling Diesel $70,000.
Oh, I think he's like
over that now,
$250,000, man.
But if whatever it costs him, it also costs the taxpayers of that county. And I promise you, whatever county that is in Tennessee, they have way bigger problems and way bigger crimes that need to be prosecuted than a wake issue, a fucking jet ski wake issue.
A wake issue on a day when nobody was there.
Yeah. So it's just ridiculous.
Yes, we're recording.
Are we recording now?
We're back.
We're back. We're back live.
Back again.
Oh, we're not live.
Shady's back. You want to do a live? We can do a live.
We can do whatever you want to do.
Anything?
I mean, we're kind of snowed in here.
Anything?
Day one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to burrow out.
We're actually doing rock paper scissors on whose toes we're gonna eat. If we can't get out of here in the next 3 hours.
Fucking soccer teams. All right.
What were we talking about? And what were we talking about?
What else you got?
I don't have anything really. Nothing exciting except that Trump just destroyed all the Republican candidates in Iowa. He has
and he wasn't even there.
This is the crazy thing. Trump. This is how insane this country is. How insane the world is. Trump is not president, and his approval rating is 61%.
Right.
He's not president.
What is the current president's approval rating?
He's not president, and his approval rating is 61%. I guess you could. I guess in the reality of things, if you really want to get in the universe, Trump not being president, having a 61% approval rating, is almost exactly like Biden having a 20% approval rating. Neither one of them, like Biden doesn't do anything for this country. Trump's not really doing anything for this country. The president doesn't do shit. It
makes you wonder while he was president, all that bullshit you heard, how much of it was bullshit, you know?
You know, it's the...
I wonder what Elon Musk's approval rating would be.
Not good.
And every one of them says they're voting for Trump. Musk says they're voting for Trump. Vivek says he's voting for Trump.
Well, because
he's like, I'm putting all of my effort and everything into Trump currently.
The secret thing that those people aren't talking about, even what's the comedian? God. Dave Chappelle, right? The secret thing that people with money are not talking about is under the Trump administration, people with money, the markets, they made a shit ton of money under Trump. Under the Biden administration, everybody's hemorrhaging money. They're not making the money that they were making under the Trump administration. So, of course, the people with money are secretly going to vote for Donald Trump. They're not going to vote for fucking 4 more years of this fucking ass clown who hasn't done anything. He hasn't done there's not a single thing that anybody could go, oh, that's what he did for this country. Like even if let's forget about partisanship, right? If you are in the transgender community or you're in whatever, you need a litter box to pee at school community, there's not a single thing that you can go, yeah, that's why this is the thing why Biden is so important for this country, because they've not done shit. You
see all the man on the street videos where they take all the shit Biden did and they're like, yeah, when Trump did this and Trump did that, and they know they realize what's going on. And they never have any real conversation. They scream, they yell, they make threats. Never, like, why are you going to vote for Biden? Why?
Because it's not about that. It's about the religion of wokeism.
And you got all your transgenders, right? And they're squealing and up in arms over you misgendered me. No, motherfucker, you misgendered you.
That's kind of true.
That is the truth. Yeah. You misgendered you.
It's kind of true.
You can pretend to be anything you want.
Right.
But you can't make me fucking lie about it. We're not doing that anymore. And they've lost it, man.
Well, they want you to be part of their fantasy, right? You can
whatever
you
want.
The reality is, I know you're going to say the same thing I'm going to say. I don't give a shit if you want to dress up like a unicorn and prance around the neighborhood in your unicorn outfit, right? Unless you're doing something that, again, I don't think that you should be allowed to prance around in your unicorn outfit with your dong hanging out in public. I don't care what you do behind private, but again, in public, I don't think you should be allowed to do that, right?
Or fuck with kids.
But again, if you want to be a unicorn, that's on you. I don't have to go to the store and buy you hay and fucking and talk to you like you're a goddamn unicorn. That's on you. That is your fucking fantasy, not me. And so again,
could you imagine? Okay, you want to be a unicorn? You have to eat hay.
And that goes the same thing with transgenderism, right? I don't give a shit what you want to do, even in public, as long as it is
the crazy shit is right. All the motherfuckers
tasteful.
Squeal, it's ma'am. They didn't cut the dong off. Yeah. They're still fucking block and tackle down there.
But if
be a better bitch if you want us to call you her.
That's true. If you show up if you show up,
you should probably get rid of the beard.
If you show up and you look like Holly Berry, I promise you, I'm going to be like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I promise you, that's what I'm going to say.
People will be fucking you by accident.
If you show up and you look like me in a dress, I'm going to be like confused.
Yeah,
right?
we are definitely putting pictures of you on the internet.
Confused. And the reason why I'm confused is because you created the situation where I don't know how to communicate with you. You created that situation, not me. I didn't create that situation. You created the situation where I don't know how to communicate with you because I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Maybe you are a dude that just likes to wear dresses. Maybe you're a dude who's transitioning but won't shave your beard off. I don't know. How am I supposed to guess that shit? And so, no, I am not going to be part of your psychosis.
That's right. There's a reason I'm not out naked ice skating out in public because people make fun of me. I only do it inside.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can, you have a really nice ice skating rink. I don't think I would do it outside. I think just the rink you have, I mean, they should do.
Yeah, Zambonis don't really work outside.
What is that? NLH? What is the
National Hockey League?
I think the National Hockey League should have a game here. Who's in Tennessee? I know we have a hockey team.
Titans.
Predators. The Predators should come to Camden, Tennessee, and they should do probably an exhibition game against the local high school team in John's skating rink because it's that good.
We should get the local high school kids to play the girls' NHL team.
Is there?
I don't fucking know, but some 14-year-olds fucked up, like destroyed the what's that bitch's name? The man hater.
I think whoever is the Subway executives, they haven't picked very good representatives. You got Jerry, and then you got purple hair.
There's a purple hair one.
Well, that's the soccer player. She's a purple.
Plays for that has something to do with Subway.
Yep.
Have you seen how toxic Subway's bread is? There's no bread in their bread. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, you should look into it.
Which is weird because they make the bread right there in the store.
Yeah,
so it's whatever they make the dough out of.
The bag.
Yeah, it's whatever they put in the dough.
Yeah, I went and picked up pizzas at Pizza Hut yesterday. And there was 2 people in there, older lady and an older dude. There was nobody else in there, right? And they're open for pickup. So we went in there and I said, I used to work at a Pizza Hut. She's like, oh yeah? I go, yep. I was a driver. I was shift supervisor. I was a dough master. And then I was assistant manager. She's like, for how long? I said, 4 years. She said, yeah, I've been here 20 years.
Jesus.
Yep.
Is she a dough master yet? That's would you put that on a resume? I think that should be on your resume.
I don't think people realize what dough master is.
I would assume the guy who pushes
makes the dough.
Dough, yeah. But
you're mainly in charge of how many pumps of oil you put in the pan. And you can cheat so that it slips more, but you don't want more than 3 pumps. But a lot of times there's some shady shit going on. Dude, 6 pumping that shit.
Why would you 6 pump it?
Because then it doesn't stick. You don't have to physically touch it as much. It makes the job faster.
Okay, all right. Does it
then you put it in the proofer.
Does it affect the outcome of the pizza?
It does. It makes it oilier.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start checking that. I'm sure there's an instrument I can use to check the oil content of my pizza.
Well, I would hope that you just don't ever dude. I just feel achy. I feel like fucked up.
It's probably the dough.
It's absolutely fucking Pizza Hut's the problem.
It's the dough.
I am not calibrated for. I do not have the immunities.
It's probably the dough.
I don't have enough immunities in my body to be able to eat Pizza Hut currently.
I never worked in a fast food restaurant.
Really?
Never.
Really? I worked there for some pussy.
Which time?
The first time.
Yeah, the first time.
First time, yeah. There was lots of it to be had.
Yeah, I bet
When I got there, this chick took me out. She's like, here, you can drive my RX-7. I had an 84 Ford Ranger. She's like, oh, you should drive my car. And I did. I drove the fuck out of that car. It was a turbo. It was a GSL SE. Fucking power steering, manual. Fuck. That alarm would come on all the time when you redline it. But I had the fastest deliveries.
That's cool.
That
is cool.
And then she showed up. She would bring her minivan. She would leave that car. And then she would drive the minivan to work so that I could drive her car on deliveries.
That girl loved you.
She didn't act like she loved me at the end.
She let you drive. Well, at the end. Then they never act like they love you at the end. At the end, none of that, all that stuff in between, that made you think that she loved you, that doesn't, at the end, they forget about that. Women have the capability of just shutting that shit off.
It's a good job though. Like for a young person, for a first time job, it's a very good job.
But young people aren't doing it.
Right.
Like young people.
Well, you know, and I don't know that it's old people doing it. It's that it's our generation still doing it.
But that's because I was at Lance's Pizza last night. I got me a pizza at old Lance's there in Waverly, Tennessee, because it was the only thing. Well, it wasn't the only thing that was open. Everything.
What's the one over here? So Lance's Pizza used to be over here, or is, and then you have Skyway, which is where Lance's used to be in the bowling alley, and now that lady.
Yeah,
the lady that owns Skyway was all in my shit, like giving me grief over not putting the address. And I said, when I said help, I didn't say help wanted. I said we are hiring people sewing seamstresses. She's like, but you didn't put the address. How are they going to know where to get there? And I said, well, that's to weed out lazy people. If you can't click some buttons and figure out from my name, the guy who posted this, where we are, you are definitely not going to occupy a space with me.
That's the first thing I do.
Yeah.
When I see something in there that I'm interested in, the first thing I do is click and see where it's at, and then what other shit that person is selling.
Has posted, yeah. What else because maybe I can buy more than one thing, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing too, there's an influx, and I don't think it's just because I'm paying attention to it. I duly believe that there's an influx of people that are constantly, who will help with my electric bill. I'm out of propane. Who can help me with propane? Who can buy my kids Christmas presents, right? And every now and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do something nice. And they don't realize that when I click your picture in a group, in a private group or a closed group, it shows me every single post you've made. And all of these people that were like, who can help me with electric? Who can help me with this? 2 weeks ago was like, I have $400. Who can help? Where should I get a tattoo? Or who's selling? The one that sticks out the most is because she's all over the place. She's like, 3 weeks ago, she's like, who's selling Connie Corso puppies? Bitch, you can afford to feed a dog $100 of dog food a week, but you don't have Christmas presents or an electric bill for your kids. And that's why I'm like, nope. I'm breaking my rule. I'm commenting on some shit on the internet that does not involve me.
Yeah.
That is the case.
That is the case.
There is a digital footprint and a digital fingerprint of every single thing you have done ever on the internet. It's just whether somebody can afford to see it or knows how to see it, even when you've deleted it, right? We use a program. Somebody said something the other night, and I said, well, we use a program called vidIQ. And there's actually 4 or 5 of these they work very well together. I can go to your YouTube channel, and vidIQ has a browser bar. So when I go to your or any YouTube channel, even any website, it shows me the traffic, it shows me your revenue, it shows me all of your click-through rate, it shows me how many people subscribed. I can look it up. It shows me basically the back end of your site without you giving me access to the back end of your site. And that's you just buy, and vidIQ is even free. Like, you can just get it. But if you pay $46 a month, you get a ton of shit with that thing. And then when you couple that with 3 or 4 other little apps, dude, I could look up your asshole. You wouldn't even have to get an endoscopy. I could just tell you, yeah, you got some polyps. We need to get up in there and pinch those off.
Pinch those off.
Yep.
I wish the government would use that kind of technology.
Well, they do. They just don't. They don't tell you.
They don't.
They do.
They don't.
They want you to get sick so that you have to use their programs.
I have just recently. I'm renewing my passport. Right. So my passport is within the window. So all I have to do is renew it. I don't have to get a new one. And they have all my information. Like, the government has all my information. You know what I still have to do? I have to fill out a form, 3 forms. I have to fill out 3 forms with all the information.
In triplicate.
And include my old passport. And you know what I have to do? I have to send that through the mail to the federal government. Now, mind you, John, this is the crazy part. I go on to the government's website and fill out the form on the government website. I have to print it out and send it to them.
This is going to sound crazy. Are you sure you can't do this through AAA?
AAA?
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure you can go renew all your shit and do all your shit through AAA.
You still have to mail that stuff in because of the photograph requirement.
We're kind of friendly with a postmaster. You want me to talk to a guy we know?
Are we friendly? I thought you weren't friendly with him anymore.
Well, she really liked me. She gave me a little plaque and everything.
Oh, nice.
But no, we know that, like, it used to be a dude that worked there who's now the postmaster.
It's done. All that shit is done. But I'm just saying, you would think the federal government would have technology that wasn't circa 1950.
They do. They want you to have these problems. It's just like the IRS. Why are you leaving it up to me to guess how much money I owe you? Why don't you just tell me how much fucking money you want?
Yeah, because it's a better gamble for them that you're going to fuck up.
Well, it's intentional, right? It's to keep you in that fight or flight and to always be able to hold that over you in the future if you say something that somebody doesn't like.
Well, maybe they won't kill Trump, and he'll just do a flat tax across the United States, and we won't have an IRS anymore.
So it is, and all taxation theft, but it is said that if they just did a 10% flat tax, right, they would bring in, I think they said 100 times more money than the IRS brings in currently.
We have a surplus.
You and I?
The state of Tennessee, and that's because we do a fucking tax like that.
Is that why our roads are so good? That's sarcasm.
I don't know. You think about it. We do have pretty good roads.
Yeah, I'm desensitized to it.
We do have pretty good roads.
I live on a gravel road.
I think we do, that they do maintain the roads pretty good around here.
Yeah. I used to buy these big, like, DeLorme and National Geographic map books to look at San Diego County to see where the rail tracks were and the service roads and the unimproved roads. Remember, we would just go someplace. We didn't know where the fuck we were going. It just said unimproved road. And we'd drive out to like Ramona or Valley Center and just find some little goat trail, and we would take that motherfucker for. We ended up in
some crazy places.
We left in shorts and ended up in Arizona in the snow. Yeah, fucking 10 hours later.
Crazy places. Those that's always the fun though. The fun is just the adventure of going.
Remember jumping that Blazer? We jumped that Blazer so much the steering column broke. So to get it to start, you'd have to kind of lift it up, and you'd hear it go. It would arc, and you'd start it, and then you had to like push your stomach against it because we broke the knuckle in the Borg Warner, I think is the steering column. But it's a common thing apparently because you can buy stronger aftermarket fucking Chevy Blazer steering columns. But it started by jumping rail tracks, and then we were out someplace where we were taking the dirt bikes and we were just jumping the fucking. I have pictures of the Blazer like 4 feet in the air, all the wheels just 4-wheel drive turning, and that toolbox would fly up in the air. And every now and then it would hit somebody in the back of the head, that toolbox.
Yep, those were good adventures, man. We need to start doing that again.
It's time to. It's really time for you to get back into a Chevy Blazer, my friend.
No.
Why?
I can't do it. The creature comforts of a modern vehicle are just too.
I thought you were going to say because every time I have a Blazer, it gets burnt to the ground.
Burnt to the ground, yeah. My I guess if I had one that had to get burnt to the ground, that was the one.
Your cigar smoking Arnold Schwarzenegger buddy.
Yeah, my buddy. Who
I get an email from him about twice a year.
I am actually glad that if it had to burn to the ground, that it was somebody else, right? That somebody else is driving it, that I didn't have to deal with any of that. It burnt to the ground.
Was that the red one or the white one?
That was the red one. Yeah.
What happened to the white one?
I traded it in.
Okay.
I got robbed. I traded it in for a. Was that the Chevy Blazer that Leo still has? The diesel Chevy Blazer, I think I traded in for.
Got it.
The Suburban, that 2500. I think that's what I traded in for.
There's some really cool, like, they look almost like Nazi vehicles. They're old scout trucks, kind of. I don't think they're as old as World War II, but there's some fucking cool vehicles out. Man, there's a super cool coming out of China. It's a military-looking vehicle. Looks like it's about the size of a Razor, but it's like a diesel Jeep truck-looking thing. It's got a tilt bed and shit on it. Super cool.
Can we get it from Wish.com?
No, I don't think we can get them in the United States. But dudes are on those. It's cool because guys from other countries show up on those vehicle collectors, and they're like, I can ship you this. They're $10,000 a piece. 4 fit in a container. But you really roll those dice whether you're getting, they have like when you import stuff through customs, you buy custom insurance in case customs snatches your shit. In case customs steals your shit. It's like gambling.
Yep, it is like gambling.
All right. You ready to
what are we going to do?
Roll over to Patreon, do the Patreon questions.
Do we have Patreon questions this week?
Of course we do.
Do we? Good. Are they any of them any good?
Haven't looked at them.
Somebody want to know how deep the vajankle is?
Well, I mean, I saw you found it. How deep is it?
I didn't test it. Because I don't know. It's been here loose.
Did you put that First Form meal bar into it?
Oh, I'll bet the First Form meal bar would go right into it.
Did you try the First Form energy drink can?
I did not try the can. I figured we would go from the energy bar to like a Surefire flashlight. I thought that was standard.
Or a Lume Round 40 micro.
Or Lume Round 40 micro. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, guys. Everybody have a good evening. And thanks for joining in Pulling the Thread podcast, episode 58. Is it 58?
58.
58. And we will see you next week. We have Patreon. That's the SOE Tactical Patreon page. You guys ask questions, and we build a video around the questions that you ask, which was what we're about to do. Jeff has a YouTube channel called Dog Kennel and Little Spoon, and you can join his membership there. And he also has a Patreon, which is also Dog Kennel and Little Spoon. And when you ask questions, he builds videos for you there. That's more like gun-oriented type stuff and overlanding and
whatever,
Marine Corps, anything you want to, anything you want to talk about.
I want to talk about socks.
So
I got socks.
Make sure you jump on there and watch his content. He's moving towards getting monetized, and it takes a certain amount of watch time. So if you just watch that and put it on,
just put it on loop. Come on, guys, we're close.
Keep watching that shit for him, and it'll get him to a point where he can actually make some money off of some of that.
Matter of fact, if you are a Russian and you work in a bot farm and you have the capability to like run, thousands of YouTube channels at the same time,
I think that's all CIA. I don't
hit it up, run those hours up, and I will send you a backpack or something. Just let me know.
He actually does do a lot of giveaways. You guys should check it out.
Let me know.
If you guys use Amazon, if you would please go to any of my videos and just click in the description, click the link to Amazon. Once you do that, it downloads a cookie, and it gives us a percentage of anything that you buy through there. We all know Amazon's the devil, so take a little bit out of their pocket and support us with it.
And while you're on Amazon, look up EMP Shield, because you need an EMP Shield for your vehicle, your home, your computer, I'm going to say car, but we already talked about the vehicles.
Except don't do EMP Shield on Amazon. Go to EMPShield.com, use code SOE. It gives you $50 off your order at EMPShield.com.
And how much do they insure your product for?
$25,000. So if something makes it through EMP Shield, it insures you for $25,000, everything on the backside of EMP Shield.
There you go.
Per circuit that you have it on. They've got them for your ATVs, your lawnmowers, your vehicles, everything. So check them out.
Can you imagine being in a scenario where you're worried about your lawnmower?
I'm worried about my lawnmower.
Being EMP'd?
I have to.
Are you cutting grass at the end of the world?
Yeah, so you can't sneak up on me.
But you got sheep.
But the sheep aren't right there. I have to have a perimeter, right?
Okay, all right.
I need to know what the dogs are doing.
Okay.
The inner circle fences the dogs. The outer circle fences mowed. The fence circle beyond that is the woods.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
Isn't that the way to do it? That's where the floodlights shine.
Yeah, that is the way to do it.
All right. I also we're putting gravel down, and we're going to rake it so we know if footprints are there.
When are we going to get the pallet of razor wire from what's the other one? Not Wish.com, but Temu. Are we going to get Temu razor wire?
Temu
from China.
I see people saying Temu is actually legit stuff.
I like it.
I don't know.
I hear you can order a cabinet and it comes with kids in it. Oh wait, that's Wish.
That is Wish. No, it's Wayfair. Wayfair. Sorry, Wayfair has the. What is it? The $10,000
abducted children.
The $10,000 bookcase.
Hot dogs are penises. Pizza is little vaginas. And
that's a conspiracy.
Obama
John.
and Hillary, they used the shit out of those.
That's conspiracy, John.
You're right.
You conspiracy.
All right, guys. We will see you next time.